Okay, now we will discuss about the types of vectors and parasitic adaptation. As we like in the previous topic, we have discussed about the types of parasites and types of host. Okay, generally in this sixth unit, we are going to discuss about diseases, how diseases are caused. So we will get fevers, right? Malarial fever. Okay, all the infections will be getting. So అవి ఎలా వస్తున్నాయి due to parasites. So host is the one which we are affected, right? So we are the host. For most of the diseases, we are the host. So why we are studying all these? అంటే హ్యూమన్లో ఎలా ఈ డిసీజెస్ వస్తున్నాయి, ఎలా వీటిని అరికట్టాలి. సో అవన్నీ అరికట్టాలంటే మనకి వీటన్నిటి గురించి తెలియాలి. సో తెలిస్తేనే we can study more and then we can avoid the diseases and we can avoid the infections. So now we have gone through the present topic is coronavirus. So virus, it is a virus. So many viruses are there already, but this is a different type of virus strain which is affecting more and it can spread very fastly. So that's why we consider it as very dangerous type of viruses. Okay, there are more dangerous viruses than bacteria. Few bacteria are useful for our body, like E. coli, Escherichia coli. So now we'll see vectors. What are the types of vectors? If you see vectors, vectors are the organism which are helpful for transferring the infective stages. Okay, which are helpful for transferring the infective stages from one host to other host. Okay, so అప్పుడప్పుడు అంటుంటాం కదా, సో మలేరియల్ ఫీవర్ మస్కిటో బైట్ వల్ల వచ్చింది అది ఇది అని చెప్పేసి. సో వాట్ హ్యాపెన్స్? So there are some vectors like house flies, cockroaches. Okay, so they are carrying the infective stages from one place to other places. So those type of organisms which transfer the infective stages from one host to other host are called vectors. Okay, so there are two types of vectors: mechanical vector and biological vector. Name itself says mechanical vector, biological vector. In case of mechanical vector, the transfer of the infective stages takes place, but there is no development of the parasite. Okay, transfer of the infective stages takes place, but there is no development of the parasite in the host, in the vector. Okay, so these are the vectors in which there is a transfer of infective stages, but there is no development of the parasites. Is it fine? So this is about the mechanical vectors. If you take example house flies, cockroaches, they are dangerous because they generally transfer the infections from one place to other place. That's why we will keep our house clean, so that we will not find any cockroaches and house flies in our home. Like it will give place shelter for Entamoeba histolytica, which are generally very dangerous. Okay, Entamoeba histolytica, it causes dysentery, amoebic dysentery. Okay, so this is about the mechanical vector. And next we will see about the biological vector. These vectors where the development of the parasite takes place in the biological vector. The name itself says biological vectors. Development of parasite takes place before transfer of the parasite. Okay, development of the parasite before the transfer takes place. Transfer of what? Infective stages. Okay, before the infective stages are transferred, a little development of the parasite takes place in that vector. So those organisms are called as biological vectors. Now we'll see about the parasitic adaptations. Okay, so parasite is very small. I already said it is very microscopic. Though it is microscopic, it is causing a huge harm to the host. So there are so many parasites, like malarial parasite is there, like if you take typhoid, dengue. So there are so many parasites which are taking shelter in our body and harming our body, right? Host mainly. So how it is able to do all that? How it is how it can do all harm to the host? Just because it has some adaptations. Okay, it changes its body conditions and it changes its few of the structures. It will develop few of the structures so that it can happily live in the host. Okay, host is such a huge body. Humans, all the other animals like monkey, other pigs, so many are there, right? So in that they are causing harm. So though they are very small, microscopic, they are causing such a big harm. So those are because they are having some of the adaptations. So to meet the requirements and lead the life successfully, the parasitic adaptations takes place. Okay, parasite undergoes parasitic adaptations to meet the requirements, okay, and lead its life successfully. It will adopt some adaptations. Okay, now we'll see. So it will develop hooks, suckers and rostrum. Okay, hooks, few structures which are helpful for keep holding its body to the digestive system. Okay, hooks, suckers, it will keep attached to the host body surfaces or internal organs. Next, rostrum, it is also type of a anchoring structure. These all are anchoring structures. Like example, if you take Taenia solium, Taenia solium is an example where it develops hooks, suckers and rostrum, which are acting like a anchoring structures which helps in holding the microscopic organism to the host body, right? Next, protective cuticular layer. There is a development of a protective cuticular layer around the parasite so that it can withstand against the digestive enzymes. So see, our body, in order to protect ourselves, host will develop its enzymes, but in order to protect from these enzymes, parasite will develop the cuticle. Okay, protective cuticle is developed. Okay, so it can be seen in case of Ascaris lumbricoides. Next, anti-enzymes. See, our body, host body will secrete some enzymes. In against to these, parasites will develop anti-enzymes. Okay, మన ఎంజైమ్స్ని అంటే హోస్ట్లో ఇప్పుడు ఒకవేళ ఏదైనా ఒక పారాసైట్ వచ్చి మన బాడీలో ఉందనుకోండి, మైక్రో ఆర్గానిజం. సో టు కంట్రోల్, టు సేవ్ అవర్ సెల్ఫ్, అవర్ బాడీ విల్ సెక్రెట్ సమ్ ఎంజైమ్స్. సో పారాసైట్ తనను తను కాపాడుకోవడానికి మన బాడీలో నుంచి వచ్చినటువంటి ఈ ఎంజైమ్ని న్యూట్రలైజ్ చేయడానికి యాంటీ ఎంజైమ్స్ని సెక్రెట్ చేస్తుంది. సో యాంటీ ఎంజైమ్స్ ఆర్ సెక్రెటెడ్ బై ద పారాసైట్ టు న్యూట్రలైజ్ ది host enzymes. Fine. So it can be seen in case of Taenia solium. Okay, Taenia solium. Next, obligatory anaerobes. These parasites, they act like obligatory anaerobes whenever there is a less amount of oxygen utility. Oxygen amount తక్కువ ఉందనుకోండి host tissues లో,